We are going to do this vlog in one take, and this time in less than 5 minutes, unlike the 15-minute vlogs I've been putting up. I don't even know if those still count as vlogs and not just lengthy interviews at that point. Anyway, got to be quick on this one because I'm on Nadaha's computer. Mine, for some reason, is deciding not to capture sound at the moment. You'll notice that I'm alone, despite having promised you that I would be bringing Lamnatu Adam, the program coordinator for Songtaba, for this vlog. She is in Tamale. That's the city, the closest city to Bimbla, where we work. And she's there setting up for an event that HSC is actually helping Songtaba plan, and that HSC volunteers will be attending and putting on. The event is part of 16 Days of Activism. That's an international campaign that you've probably heard something about. You've definitely heard something about it if you've been following the Songtaba social media pages that we're helping manage, or if you've even just been on our Facebook and Twitter, because it's something we've been talking about. It's an international, large-scale campaign to end gender-based violence and discrimination. Goes right dovetails perfectly with all of the work that our partner organization Songtaba does. And so we're putting together an event with them, a very public event for 16 Days of Activism. And in that event, we're going to be, sorry, I'm about to sneeze. It's really dusty here. It's Harmattan season, when the winds come off of the Sahara Desert and bring a lot of dry air and a lot of dust. Anyway, so allergies like crazy. What was I saying? How am I doing? 2 minutes. So 16 Days of Activism, this event, as you know, one of the ways that gender-based violence and discrimination manifests in the northern region of Ghana is in witchcraft accusations. And so it's not just that women are summarily sentenced to violent, banishment when they're accused. They are also not ever allowed to return, or else they will generally be killed, or at least beaten very severely until they leave. And one of the ways that the local women's rights activists have figured is best to combat both of these is to emphasize the traditional authorities, the chieftaincies. Because when the sort of mob justice happens that results in the expulsion of the women, that is a process that circumvents the traditional judgment system, the traditional courts. And when women aren't allowed to return after having gone to these camps for alleged witches, where there are shrines that are supposed to cleanse them, what that's essentially saying is that people aren't trusting the power that these shrines have to cleanse the women. So in two different ways, the traditional belief and the traditional authority is undermined. So one of the approaches that has been taken to cut down on the violence in accusations and to allow women to return to their lives is to emphasize the traditional authorities and is to focus on the power vested in the chieftaincies. It's really interesting. It's not an approach that we probably would have thought of, or that you probably would have thought of from where you are sitting watching this video. But it happens to be one that's been very effective in a few different areas in the northern region. And so Songtaba is working with some local chiefs, paramount chiefs and sub-chiefs, to bring them all together and to make a public declaration condemning the mob violence and calling upon Northerners not to bar the safe return of women after they've been cleansed. One of the ways that we worked with them behind the scenes was to develop some of the slogans. In Ghana, when they have events like this, there are always stickers, and there are always t-shirts, and there are always banners. And the t-shirts and the stickers, these are really cool because they're basically free advertising. And so if you come up with a good enough slogan, I gotta finish. If you come up with a good enough slogan, your your cause can live on well beyond the event. So you'll see people wearing the white T-shirts that get handed out for free that say, end gender-based violence. And you'll just see everyone walking around in these kinds of shirts, and you have to think that that will eventually have an effect. So the slogans that we helped come up with are, I don't know, I'll let you be the judge. You tell us what you think. We came up with, "We stand with the chief to protect the human rights of to protect the human rights of alleged witches. Stand with us." Another one, "Mob justice is injustice. I stand with the chief to protect alleged witches." And finally, "Stand with me to treat alleged witches with respect." So these are 3 stickers that will be handed out. I know I'm excited to have these stickers on my computer. Even though that computer won't record sound for some reason, it can still send that message to whoever's on the other side of me as I'm working. Anyway, that's what we've got. I'm going to cut this video off now, even though there's plenty more to say. I hope you will comment with any questions that I can answer in the future. Remember, we are currently accepting applications for the 2016-2017 Humanist Service Corps. Don't pay any attention to what the website says. It's got bad information on there. Pay attention to this message. We are accepting applications, and of course, we are accepting donations. We cannot do this work without the support of the movement, without your support. So sign up to be a monthly donor if you can, or give us a direct donation. $5 helps, $10, $15. That's a water filter. That's a mosquito net. That's a difference that you can make. So anyway, hope you'll apply, hope you'll donate, hope you'll share, and I'll see you next time.